And bang! Greetings, Will Fuel number one fans of viewers. Scott Casey Gale here today, back with yet another recap, back with my recap and review of Star Trek Picard, Season 3, Episode 3, entitled 17 Seconds. It was written by Jane Maggs and Cindy Appel, and it was directed by Jonathan Frakes. And what an amazing episode it was. I loved this episode from beginning to end, and from top to bottom. This definitely felt like true Star Trek The Next Generation classic. Okay, let's begin with the recap, shall we? Here we go. The Shrike strikes the Titan, injuring Shaw, who transfers command to Captain William T. Riker. After learning that Beverly Crusher had not told Picard of his son's existence in order to keep Jack safe from assassination attempts on him, Picard advises Riker to lure the Shrike into a trap. But Riker argues the Titan should flee to cut their losses. The Titan attempts to escape the nebula, but the Shrike corners it. Jack and Seven surmise that Vadic has a means to track the Titan and find an ensign venting toxic gases into space. They apprehend him, revealing him to be a changeling conspirator. Riker adopts Picard's tactics, but is too late as Vadic orders her crew to generate portals to rapidly move the Titan and its torpedoes around, confounding its crew and send them into a gravity anomaly deeper into the nebula. Raffi finds herself aboard the La Serena, with Worf briefing her on the new target, whom they capture and discover to be another changeling conspirator. Worf explains that the changeling have been divided. Worf explains that the changelings have been divided over the Dominion's surrender in 2375, and the faction that wants revenge may have stolen the portal technology to cover up a more impactful theft. And the episode ends where Riker orders Picard off the bridge and says you just killed us all. Wow, what a way to end an episode. The tension between Picard and Riker, I found this very interesting. And this episode also had shades of Star Trek Deep Space Nine during the Dominion War, which in my opinion was one of the best storylines that Deep Space Nine ever had. A changing. I love seeing Worf and Raffi work together. Even though that I'm not a fan of Raffi's character, I like her partnering up with Worf. So this may help me grow to like a character. 3 episodes in, and season 3 of Star Trek Picard has been absolutely amazing. I mean, when Jonathan Frakes directs an episode, you know it's going to be good, or you know it's going to be worth watching, because Jonathan Frakes respects the Star Trek franchise. I'm wondering when we're going to see the return of Laura and the return of Geordi LaForge. Something tells me that Laura has something to do with the weapons being stolen from Daystorm Institutes. But we're going to hopefully in the next episode we find out how this all plays out, and how exactly is Commodore Geordi LaForge going to return. Was he the friend that Worf was talking about? Or it could be Odo, who was played by who was a shapeshifter on Deep Space Nine, played by the late great Rene Auberjonois. There's a lot of good stuff happened in this episode. So I think even though that season 3 is the final season with the 3 great episodes, I think this may indeed be the best season of Star Trek Picard, because the Next Generation the first season of Star Trek: Next Generation wasn't very good, and the second season got better, but still wasn't the best season. And during season 3 of Star Trek: The Next Generation, that is when the show really came into its own, and that's exactly what they're doing with Star Trek Picard. So hopefully, in the 7 remaining episodes, they stay good, because I'm very interested in what's going to happen next week's episode, which is indeed entitled A No-Win Scenario, another episode that's directed by Jonathan Frakes. And episode 5 is entitled Imposter, which is directed by Dan Liu, and episode 6 is entitled Bounty, which is also directed by Dan Liu. So yeah, what's going to happen and and many people are saying that the Jean-Luc Picard that was on the bridge was a shapeshifter, a changeling. It hasn't been confirmed, but that's a fan speculation that's going on. Or could it be that that Riker is the changeling? But I don't think it is Riker. I think it. So yeah, it's good because I was a fan of the changelings on Deep Space Nine. I mean, this episode was just absolutely amazing. I mean, wow! I was wowed for the whole entire episode. The tension between Jean-Luc Picard and William T. Riker, and it was also great to see a cameo appearance from Deanna Troi when they did the flashback scene with Jean-Luc Picard and Riker, when Riker was talking about his son being born. So yeah, that I also like that scene too, and that's when we saw Deanna Troi, and hopefully we see more of Deanna Troi, because it looks like there's going to be tension between Deanna Troi and Will Riker. I think the reason why William T. Riker is acting the way he is because it was due to the loss of his son, sometime between season 1 of Star Trek Picard. I think it's really still affecting him. I think that's why Riker is acting the way he is. So anyway, I would rate I would rate Star Trek Picard season 3 episode 3 entitled 17 seconds, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, with a solid 10 out of 10, an A triple plus. Best episode of this season so far. And from the looks of it, it just continues to get better and better, and ended in true Star Trek: The Next Generation fashion. Star Trek: The Next Generation fashion, because the first 2 seasons of Star Trek Picard were horrible, but season 3 is definitely sort of redeeming it. Yes, this season, which is the final season, is redeeming Star Trek Picard. So anyway, thank you for watching. You stay classy, live long and prosper, and I will be back here either next Thursday or Friday to do my recap and review of Star Trek Picard season 3, episode 4, entitled "The No-Win Scenario," which is another episode directed by Jonathan Frakes. Thank you for watching. Comment down below in the comment section. Tell me what you thought about this episode and what you liked about it. But peace out, everybody.